What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. It's your boy Arthur, and this is my unique perspective on everything. Today, I'm gonna show you guys what I eat in a day on peritoneal dialysis, protein edition. Honestly, guys, I'm just so happy now that I can have animal protein on PD because when I was at stage 4 and 5 of my kidney disease, it was a very stressful time in my life. I just remember at the time, my main goal was to retain as much kidney function as possible. So I became vegan for about 4 years. And at the time, I would mostly never eat my family's cooking. I would always make my own healthy meals like my veggie stir fry, my salad, my veggie burritos. And I was such on a strict diet that I would literally weigh out all my ingredients on a talking food scale. I would put it in my Chronometer nutritional tracker app, and I would make sure I didn't go over my 2,000 milligrams potassium, my 1,500 milligrams sodium, or my 30 to 40 grams protein, which is a very small amount. It was a hard time in my life, but doing it this way, it helped me avoid dialysis for a long time. Even my nephrologist told me I was one of his best patients. But now it's 2020, and I've been on PD for about 6 months now, and I'm so happy that I can have more protein and potassium. My nephrologist told me I can have 100 grams plus of protein a day, and imagine that, going from 30 grams to 100 grams. It's a big jump. And now that I'm on PD, I'm no longer vegan, but I still practice eating a lot of plant-based meals. That's never gonna change. And low-key, I've been going off now that I can have animal protein. I already tried bison, which is buffalo. I tried venison. I tried elk. Shout out to Joe Rogan. He's always talking about it, so I have to try it. I tried New York steak, tri-tip, birria, barbacoa, carne asada, pork, ground beef, chicken, turkey, sake salmon, shrimp, tuna, eggs, and duck eggs. And remember, I only get the highest quality meats like grass finished, grass fed, wild caught, pasture raised. And I only allow myself animal protein once or twice a day because I still don't want to overdo it on the animal protein. So real quick, let me give you guys some brief information about protein and peritoneal dialysis because I still want you guys to learn in my videos, and I know this information can help someone who is new to PD. So protein is a very important macronutrient because it helps build muscle, repair tissue, and fight infection. Albumin is used to measure your protein in your blood. So every month, your PD nurse will measure your albumin levels to make sure you're getting enough protein. If your albumin is 4.0 or above, then you're getting enough protein. And if your albumin is 3.5 or below, that is not good and problems can occur. Remember, every time we do a PD exchange, protein, potassium, and waste products are removed during dialysis. This is why they recommend us to get high quality proteins like beef, lamb, pork, poultry, seafood, wild game, eggs, and cottage cheese. And if you're vegan or vegetarian, you can stick to the plant-based proteins like tofu, beans, lentils, chickpeas, oatmeal, quinoa, nuts. So I never worry about my albumin levels because they're always perfect. My albumin is always 4.0 or 4.1, and it's all through a healthy diet. So I feel like it's only right that I share what proteins I eat in a day to help you guys with new recipes because I know the struggle of eating all the same recipes every other day. So I know this video can help you guys. So big shout outs to all my 64 subscribers. I'm trying to reach 100 before the year ends. So remember to subscribe to my channel and tap that bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. Give me a thumbs up if you want me to make more content like this. So let's get right into what I eat in a day. I woke up ready today for breakfast, so I'm gonna make my healthy protein smoothie. And I treat myself out because it's healthy ingredients and it literally tastes like a milkshake. You know, back in the day, I used to be a fast food junkie. I would go to all the fast food spots and get my hamburger with fries and my milkshake. But now that I'm living a healthy lifestyle due to my kidney disease, I haven't had a milkshake in over 5 years. And now that I'm on PD, my main goal is to make my own healthy alternatives to the super processed foods that I used to love in the past. So let's get right into it and let me show you the ingredients that I use for my healthy protein smoothie. So in this bowl, I got 50 grams of spinach, 5.5 ounces of pineapple, and I got 69 grams of blueberries, and it's all frozen. So here's my Greek yogurt, whole milk, and I only used half a cup, and half a cup of Greek yogurt has 50 milligrams of phosphorus. So my dietitian told me not to worry about it because my phosphorus levels are really good. Okay, I got my organic grass-fed whey protein powder from a company called Raw. And the reason why I love this company is because they're one of the few companies that have an organic grass-fed whey protein powder. And my dietitian told me to stick to whey protein because it's lower in phosphorus. And here's my key ingredient for my smoothie tasting like a milkshake. It's my mock pecan milk maple flavored. And the reason why I love this milk is because it has 75 milligrams of sodium, very minimal ingredients, and it tastes really good. So these are all my ingredients. So let me make my protein smoothie and I'll show you guys the final result. So these are my macros for my protein smoothie. So here are my calories. So I'm gonna scroll down to potassium, phosphorus, and sodium. So there it is. And then let me scroll down to protein. And there's 30 grams of protein in this smoothie. So my milkshake is done, and I did add 2 ice cubes in here. So let's give it the taste test. I put a lot of ingredients in here, so it's full. Yeah, it's really bomb. You guys gotta try this out. So I'm gonna drink it with a phosphorus binder, and I'll see you guys at lunch. So it's lunchtime, and I'm craving a burger, so I think I'm gonna make an elk burger. And from time to time, I always listen to the Joe Rogan Experience, and he's always talking about elk. And I went to Oregon to visit my sister and actually found some wild-caught elk out there. So I brought it back, and I've been making burgers over here in Bakersfield. And I just love bison, venison, and elk. You know, it's just good quality meats. It's very lean meat, and it's just very nutritious. So let's just get right into me making the burger, and I'm gonna show you the ingredients that I use to make my simple elk burger. So this is 4 ounces of elk, and it's grounded meat, but I made it into a patty. And this 4 ounces of elk is 30 grams of protein. So it's a good source of protein for peritoneal dialysis. So I got my avocado right here, and I'm gonna cut it into little slices. So I got my burger buns. I just found these in the freezer, so I'm just gonna use what I have. And then I like to stock up my burger with veggies. So I have my lettuce, tomato, onion, jalapeno. And the jalapenos aren't canned, it's a raw jalapeno, so it's less sodium. So I got my organic ketchup here, I got my organic mustard, and I also got my garlic spread from a company called Majestic, and it's 15 milligrams of sodium for 1 teaspoon, so it has less sodium than mayonnaise, and I just can't stomach mayonnaise anymore. So these are my ingredients. I'm gonna cook the elk on the stovetop, and then I'm gonna have my sister help me build the burger, and I'll show you guys the final result. So here are my macros for my elk burger. So here are the calories. So let me scroll down to potassium, phosphorus, and sodium. Okay, now let me scroll down to protein. So the elk burger has 38 grams of protein. So here's my hamburger, and I do not add cheese to it because I don't want the extra phosphorus. And I did add a serving of Sieta chips because potato chips and corn chips are higher in phosphorus, and these Sieta chips are made from cassava flour, so it's a little bit less in phosphorus. So here's my meal, and I'm gonna eat it with the phosphorus binder. So it's dinner time, and I'm gonna get some blood drawn really soon, so I need to get more protein. So today I'm gonna have my tofu burritos, and I just love how the tofu adds an extra crunch to my burritos. So let's just get right into it, and let me show you the ingredients that I need for my burritos. So right here I got my Tortilla Land organic uncooked tortillas, and I use 2 tortillas, and each tortilla has 220 milligrams of sodium. So right here I got my tofu. It's extra firm tofu from Sprouts, and it's organic, and it's 120 grams of tofu, and I already cut it in little squares. Okay, I got my guacamole here, and I do not add salt, I just add lemon to it. So I already have, in the guacamole, I have 50 grams of avocado, 40 grams of tomato, 14 grams of onion, 5 grams of cilantro, 10 grams of serrano pepper, and just a half a lemon, and it's already prepared for me. And then I use, for spices, for the tofu, I use black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of chipotle, and some oregano. And I use 1/4 teaspoon of each. So usually I just use tortillas, tofu, and guacamole, or I'll add some white rice to it. But today I'm gonna add some quinoa just to give it that extra protein, and add 6 grams of protein. So these are my ingredients. I'm gonna start cooking the quinoa in the rice cooker, and I'm gonna cook the tofu on the stovetop, and I'll show you guys the final result. So I cook the tofu on one side for 6 minutes, then I flip them around, I throw my spices in, and I cook them for another 6 minutes, and then my tofu is done. So these are my macros for my tofu burritos. So here's my calories, and I'm gonna scroll down to potassium, phosphorus, and sodium. Okay, and then let me scroll down to protein. So these are my macros for my tofu burritos. So here's my complete nutrient summary for all 3 meals. So here's my calories. So let me scroll down to potassium, phosphorus, and sodium. All right, let me scroll down to protein. And look at that, I got 96 grams of protein. Here's a breakdown of the protein per meal. So if you made it this far, I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to watch my previous What I Eat in a Day on Peritoneal Dialysis video. I'm gonna link it down below. So I'm gonna leave you guys with an important resource. So if you're dealing with peritoneal dialysis and you're on Facebook, join the group, Home Peritoneal Dialysis Support Group. There's about 2,800 members, and you can ask any question regarding peritoneal dialysis, and the people in there will answer it. You know, you can only learn so much from your PD nurse, your dietitian, your nephrologist can only tell you so much. People on there deal with peritoneal dialysis every day, so they're very knowledgeable and they can help you out. And people on there talk about peritonitis, you know, how they got it, how they feel, what are their symptoms, so it can help you avoid getting peritonitis. And people have lack of sleep on there, so they give you their tips and tricks to sleeping better. People get kidney transplants, and they talk about their journey on there. And I mainly ask questions about diet, like how much animal protein they eat in a day. Are there any vegans in the group? Are there any coffee drinkers in the group? Does coffee raise blood pressure? So join the group if you want to be more knowledgeable about peritoneal dialysis. So if you're on PD, subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be making more videos like this. Give me a thumbs up if you like this content, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Thank you, King Arthur.